I'm going to be your captain and storyteller here today on board the Flora. For your safety, friends, we're all going to stay seated. We're going to keep those hands, arms, legs, and feet inside the boat at all times. And we're going to supervise the children so our story does not have an unexpected chapter in it. You're so cute. Woo! Most stories begin on the pages of a book, but on those special days, they begin right here at Disneyland. Friends, we are going inside Monster the Whale, the very same whale that Pinocchio went inside. But fear not, my friends. Monster is here to take us to a special place called Storybook Land, where I get to tell you about all the places that you can visit right here inside Fantasyland today. Let's take a journey together just around the river bend. Friends, on that little island in the center, that's the home of the three little pigs, and over here to our left is the den of the big bad wolf. Now one day the big bad wolf over there had a big bad day, and he huffed and blew down the house of straw. Then he blew down the house of sticks, but never the house made of guaranteed wolf-proof bricks. Who was afraid of a big bad wolf? Not me, because I'm a food egg. Says so right there. Our journey takes us to London. To the left is the English village home of Alice, where one golden day the white rabbit ran out of his house so late for a very important date. And then Alice followed him down that rabbit hole all the way to Wonderland, where her day got curiouser and curiouser. We're gonna hop right on over to London Park, where our friend Peter Pan takes the darling children on a very magical flight over London, following the second star ride straight on till morning, all the way to Neverland, where they never had to grow up. With a scoop of pixie dust and some faith, hope, and trust, we're gonna fly right on over to the enchanted city of Agrabah, where a street rat named Aladdin bumped into a princess named Jasmine. With the help of a very smart magical genie, they were married, and they now live very happily up there in the Sultan's palace. Up above are the twinkling archways, where Aladdin took Jasmine on their magic carpet ride. They went over, sideways, and under to a whole new world. Friends, ahead is the Cave of Wonders, home to a special genie with the ability to grant you a very special Disney wish today. Friends, young and old, I invite you all to make your very first wish. Make them good. Where Snow White sought refuge when she escaped from the evil queen. And if you listen close, you can hear the dwarf's heart at work in the mind. Now to our left is the Blue Roof Chateau, home to Cinderella. When Cinderella ran away from her terrible stepmother, she ran all the way up there to the ball, where she met, fell in love, and married her Prince Charming. They now live very happily ever after up there in the big castle. You can still see where her carriage turned into a pumpkin, right there on the bridge. Now friends, a dream is a wish your heart makes. Some of us dream of a galaxy far, far away. And then the rest of us exhausted parents dream of drifting off to sleep on a patchwork quilt made out of soft flowers, inspired here to our left by the 1933 silly symphony cartoon Lullaby Land. Friends, have you all noticed that the plants, trees, and flowers inside Storybook Land are all very, very tiny? They're all very real. And with the help of a very tiny pixie named Bonsai, we sprinkle them with pixie dust so they too will never grow up, just like the lost boys of Neverland. Now to our left is the stately manor home of J. Thaddeus Toad. And under that tree lives his friend Molly. Now earlier today, Molly and Mr. Toad took his motor car out on a wild ride through the wind and the willows, on a journey destined for nowhere in particular. We're entering the frozen village of Arendelle, where Elsa fled to her ice castle up there on the mountains. And her sister Anna could not just let it go. The two proved true love without even the most frozen heart. Ahead is the village home to Geppetto the woodcarver, and he wanted nothing more than for Pinocchio to become a real boy. For if a boy cannot be good, he might as well be made of wood. Woohoo, that's Trader Oaken. Yeah, Trader Oaken's always woohooing us into buying something new. Don't pull out your wallet, he'll get you too. Just sometimes that's gonna go out. To our right over here is the castle home of Prince Eric, where Ariel climbed out of the water on her unsteady legs to be a part of our world. She left behind her father, King Triton, and all the merfolk of Atlantica that we see to our left. Now, friends, as we approach the dock, I have to remind you to keep those hands, arms, and fingers inside the boat. We don't want a Captain Hook experience here today because that's a totally different ride.